Well, there's a whole lot of things going on back in the nation's capital. And when you talk about production agriculture, and that's what we're discussing today, everything that goes on from environmental regulations to tax code to who the appointments are at USDA, there's so many things that affect us. But in particular, part of what's got the attention of my body right now is President Biden's proposal for how he funds his infrastructure package. And we're all in favor of roads and bridges, but part of that is the question of, do they raise the corporate income tax from 21 to 28%? Do we raise individual income taxes? Do they adjust how basis is handled on property, moving from one family generation to another? What's the capital gain? Are we going to have a capital gains rate? What's that going to be? So there are all sorts of issues that potentially impact a capital intensive kind of a business, and that's agriculture, livestock and crop. But we're working our way through that. It's going to be a long summer, and we'll see where we go. One other issue I think that's of importance, and it's growing a lot of attention out here, because Linda Lucas and I are beef cattle people also, is the question about the price of live cattle, the price of meat in the grocery store, and what's going on between the farm and the grill, so to speak. There's an investigation going on by the United States Department of Justice under the Sherman Antitrust Acts and the Anti-Monopoly Acts about, has there been collusion among the big four packers? Are they acting illegally under federal law to drive down the price of live cattle and to drive up the price of processed cattle? That's not a civil investigation, that's a criminal investigation that's going on. I and my colleagues have been pushing the Department of Justice, and the wheels of the law move slowly, unfortunately, but we've been pushing them. If there's something there, determine it, prove it, pursue it in court, or provide us the information and we'll respond with changing the legislation. So that's going on. I would also tell you there are efforts underway by those of us in Congress and on the state level, waiting on that Department of Justice investigation of potential collusion in the packing industry. How do we increase the demand for live cattle? And you've seen the state of Oklahoma tag team with the USDA, whether it's small meat processors or intermediate meat processors, create more places for our cattle to go. So that's underway. I think we're making some progress. Am I impatient with the Department of Justice? Absolutely. Am I screaming bloody murder? Absolutely. But they need to do a thorough job, because what comes out of that could potentially either send someone to jail or provide us with the justification to make perhaps some dramatic changes in federal law on this subject. So it's got to be done right.